Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, let's do my least interesting looking video ever. This is going to be going over the dust weapons, which are new weapons added to the Arena Metal Exchange shop. We can't actually get them yet because they haven't handed out any medals. Those will come at the end of an Arena season, which I believe is next week at the recording of this video. But yeah, let's look at what they do. Let's think about who might like which weapon, depending on, which characters they like, what their playstyle is. But first, let's talk about what they all have in common. They all have the same weapon skills, and then most of them have one of the same weapon passives. But the weapon skills, very low multipliers, only 35% damage there. But lots of hits, 5 hits and 4 hits, and then fairly fast as well, 15 and 18 seconds. And then one does a party buff for the defense, 30 for 30. And the other buffs the party attack, 30 for 30. So for attackers, of course, these are not going to be great main hand weapons. For supporters, maybe. And then there are passives, which would be good on a variety of people in a variety of situations. But most of the first passives is going to be an element boon up 30%. That's very nice. Only the fire staff has an HP up, which is more useful for a support character. And then, all of these weapons will cost 10 of the Rainbow Arena coins, which is how many we get if we place top 100, I think, in the season of the Arena. So we can pick up something next week. But the Fire Short Sword will be 3. So even if you get only like top 500, you get 5 coins, you can still pick up the Fire Short Sword and make use of that. But that does not mean that the Fire Short Sword is worse than these other ones, like it was when the Blackhorn short sword came out. This one is just as good as the others, stats-wise and ability-wise. But if we look at the stats, they're pretty high overall. Those are good HP values. Those are solid attack values. Nothing amazing there. And then defense pretty high as well, except for that gun. Maybe the Great Sword overall has the best stats. And then looking at weapon passives, the second one there, both the Fire Short Sword and the Dark Spear have the element Haste. That will speed up the cooldown of your weapon skills, so very useful there. And then that Boon Haste combo is very nice for attackers in Arena. And then Dark especially, they don't have a lot of weapons with that element Boon Haste combo, so that's pretty welcome there. And then Burden Relief. All of these weapons will have 2 types of Burden Relief, which will give you +8, 10 being the maximum, so that'll be helpful to go through Recollections of Dusk. With the recent update, more of the problem was getting together enough elemental characters, costumes, to get through Recollections of Dusk. We could use weapons infinitely, so I never really ran into trouble with Burden Relief. But they're going to reintroduce that weapon limitation, so that might make this +8 Burden Relief more useful. I really hope that they did not re-add that thing specifically to make these weapons more desirable. But knowing these developers would not put it past them. Okay, going back to the second weapon passives, the Water Fist and Wind Greatsword will give you Pursuit, damage up on skills of 3 hits or more. So yeah, combined with the element boon, that's 2 types of damage up, so that's pretty good for Arena, subjugations. The light gun, this would be nice for Bloody Griff, if you still use them in Arena. But yeah, very high HP, and then HP up weapon passive. And then the Fire Staff is what a lot of JP players are focusing on. This would be especially nice for like Anniversary F66X or Final Fantasy Saryu. Not great, of course, as a primary weapon if you want to use them as an attacker, but as a sub for sure. And that one-time heal on a support character is very nice. Alright, those are my thoughts on these dust weapons. I was hoping for something on the lines of like Dark Memory, like very high weapon skill multipliers to use on power builds in Arena. But these are more kind of for support characters, or as sub weapons. I'm still trying to decide which one I want, but I'm leaning towards the Water Fist. I don't know. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.